Hey, what is up you guys? It is Reverse and welcome back to another episode of Boom Beach. So today we're going to take a look at the defenses of this new base. I posted up an episode about this base 2 days ago. If you haven't seen it yet, go ahead and check it out. But first things first, I want to show you guys what we did before we actually go into the possible changes on this base. Because I actually did make a few tweaks here and there, and I want to show you guys what happened. So we got 4 defenses that we lost, which really kind of sucks. But we learned a lot out of these losses. So starting off with the first one, level 37 guy going with level 12 troops, and we're talking about the heavies and the Zookas in this case. So he starts off with a barrage in here on this rocket launcher over there, and I believe he does another one over here as well. So he's taking out both rocket launchers fairly easily, I must say. He needs to drop 2 artillery shells in order to actually take them down, but he's going to be doing that regardless. Then after that, he's dropping another barrage on this boom cannon, but that entire barrage takes out the boom cannon, surprisingly enough, which I didn't really understand. Then he proceeds on with 2 artillery shells, the first one on the top rocket launcher, the second one on the back one, and then he's gonna be dropping his troops. Yeah, he's dropping his troops. So what happens after this is actually quite interesting. He's gonna end up losing a lot of heavies here. So he's actually firing on this cannon, as you guys can see. Cannon's doing a lot of damage on that little heavy over there who's in the red right now, and actually takes out the cannon. Then he spreads out relatively nicely and then drops another flare at the right side near this level 2 cannon. So that, you know, this cannon didn't really do a whole lot, considering, you know, it is level 2. If it was level 9 or level 10, it would have been way more dangerous. So yeah, he actually manages to take it out. Goes for the sniper tower and the sawmill. The sawmill is a nice little wall there because it has a lot of health. And then he like spreads out once again to the radar, the machine gun, and the residence at the right side. Takes out the machine gun over here, then gets to the flamethrowers. The flamethrowers do a lot of great work here. Actually do a lot of damage on these heavies, and then the boom mine, pretty nicely placed down there, actually takes out like 2 or 3 heavies over there. Then he proceeds on to the sniper towers, and as you guys can see, he has only 5 heavies left at this moment. So I'm in a pretty good position here. However, it wasn't enough for me to take him out. So I believe that if my buildings were a little bit higher level, we would have taken this guy out regardless. So in overall, I still am not really all that convinced that I should have been like changing my base at this moment. Next up, we got a different attack, and this time it is tanks and medics. This guy has level 7 tanks and 8 medics on level 1, so that makes for a little interesting attack. So I'm pretty curious to see what he's going to be doing. He's starting off with a barrage onto the boom cannon, obviously, and manages to take that one out. And then he's dropping everything already. And look at these landing crafts, they look so awesome. Like, especially the, I really like the last design of the landing crafts. I think I'm gonna be upgrading my landing crafts after the defenses, because obviously more army troop capacity is always great to have. And the tanks and medics is a relatively slow attack, but as you guys can see, he's spreading out so nicely at this moment that he doesn't need to worry about a thing. He has all of these medics right now just backing them up and healing them up, and at the left side nothing is really happening at all. The problem that I'm having on this one is that my base just is weak against the tanks. So I just decided, look at these boom mines. These boom mines are so ineffective right now that they're not really doing anything at all. So I should be changing this one, and that's what I did in the little tweak that I did on my base. But you guys will see that a little bit later. So as you guys can see, he's kind of wrapping up this attack here. He's actually losing 1 tank. Where exactly, I have no idea, but he lost a tank. So we didn't go home, or we didn't really lose flawlessly to this guy. Then Dr.Terror landed. Obviously, we already did an episode on that. By the way, Terror stage 11, to get back to that, I think you're going to be able to take this one out with warriors, but I might be trying it and showing you guys it as well. I have no idea, but let's get back on topic here. Defenses, level 38 Chinese guy, only going with warriors. So we have 3 different types of attack styles. The first one is warrior heavy. Heavy and Zookas, and the second one is tanks and medics, and then the third one is just warriors. So I'm really curious to actually show this one to you guys as well, because he only lost 5 warriors. We already know what he's going to be doing. He's going to rushing the base with the smokes, but still. Takes out the flamethrower, takes out the boom cannons, or the boom mines as well. So that actually brought me to an idea here, but I'm going to show you guys that a little bit later. I actually switched these boom mines at that time already. So that way, you know, I saw those two attacks. I was like, you know, I gotta be switching up those boom mines. Place them in the front there. Was pretty ineffective, considering the fact he was attacking from the right side. So that is a problem here. And what I did was I actually switched up one mines and placed it behind the sniper tower. So that way people cannot go from the right side anymore. At least not without using energy to attack. So as you guys can see, he's dropping 2 shock bombs and can take out the base really easily. He doesn't even need to shock the flamethrowers. He just shocks the other buildings and already takes it out. Really shows that my base is not strong yet against the warriors. Then I tweaked up my base, and it looks like this now. So the changes are: the boom cannon is no longer there, it's in front of the base, which is pretty nice because the boom cannon actually comes into play. In all of those 3 attacks, the boom cannon didn't do anything, so I decided to just switch it up and actually make this rocket launcher the one that's in the far back. So that way I actually got an additional building that's into play, and a very powerful one at that. Then the flamethrower, the reason why I placed this one here is, first of all, it won't be getting barraged because it's standing here. How should I place it? Like, basically, if I have it like this, what people are gonna be doing is people are just going to drop a dropping a barrage on here and taking out the flamethrower. But right now, because it's placed here, it still has range towards this headquarters, so it can still do a lot of damage on those warriors. While this boom cannon is also still there, that one will also do a lot of damage. So I feel that's pretty nice. Over here, you got a boom mine now. So you got 3 boom mines over here and 1 boom mine over there. People are probably going to be finding that boom mine, but that is okay. But it makes it quite challenging. The reason why I decided to go at the left side with the boom mine is because I can place one here first of all. But at the left side, over here, I got a machine gun. We need to level this one up as well. So that's going to be a challenge, but it's going to be interesting to see. I'm still kind of feeling that this base is relatively weak against warriors. Let's actually go ahead and drop this one all the way at the right side over here. And this one over here. So that way we might not really see that much of a warrior rush on my base. Like this. There we go. So far, I have no idea. I feel pretty comfortable with the base still. Like, if I really take the facts here, everything is ridiculously underleveled with the exception of the sniper towers. I mean, the flamethrower, I can level it up so easily, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Boom cannons are the only ones that are really expensive. I still have room to upgrade my rocket launchers, so I just want to, you know, take this to the test while I'm upgrading every single defense to a higher level, so that way before I can actually make a decision whether or not this base is good, you know, I just want to really make a decision based off a base of which I feel that everything is relatively higher level. So really need to upgrade everything before I can make a judgment about that. So you guys are free to leave your you know, comments in the comment section down below. I'm actually going to be starting up a new series on Boom Beach pretty soon, and that is our base reviews. So a lot of you guys already asked me to do base reviews because I'm apparently you guys told me that you guys like me to analyze bases. So I actually thought of doing base reviews. If you guys actually like that idea, leave your hashtag and your name in the comment section down below. I have no idea when the first episode will be out, but I'm only doing this because you guys asked me to do this, so that should be pretty interesting. I'm thinking that I'm going to be doing like 2 or 3 bases every single episode, so that's going to be pretty entertaining as well. So yeah, that's basically going to be concluding today's episode of Boom Beach. I hope you guys enjoyed it regardless. Maybe it helped you out with your own base, you know. Let me know if it did. And that being said, as always, make sure that if you guys like this video to boom, give it a thumbs up. And this has been Reversal for Boom Beach. I'm gonna be signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next one.